Hi, one pinners. Welcome to your May scopes. Wow, I'm really super excited to talk to you about this month. There's a ton of great opportunity and movement because we're in May, and things are going to change. They are going to land, they are going to happen. Before I jump into all that, I have uploaded an explanation video. It's kind of like a little 30-minute teaching video about the numbers 1 through 9, what they mean, their archetypes, and how they interplay in our lives. And really it's going to help you understand on a deeper, more practical level the pin that you're in right now, as well as my conversations about, for example, we're in a 5-month. And the more that you can learn about numerology and the oracle itself, it's here to help us live our lives better in a more on purpose way. Okay. It's a help, a fantastic help in our lives. All right. So you are cooking with this creative energy of the 1 frequency, right? Your 1 frequency is moving through the abundance recognition terrain of the 8. All of that I see as fantastic. Definitely any projects that you've laid down, any new pathways that you have opened up, and you've taken the steps to see if you can make it happen. If it's sitting in promotion inside of your business, if it's sitting in, let's say you're the CEO of your family, then it also is going to be something about the betterment of that and bringing these ideas forward to the people who can actually make it happen, okay? Whatever this creative energy that you have moving is going to actually produce movement in May. And that's going to keep you that'll keep you busy. And that's enough of the to-do directives right here that I could say, let's put a cork in it, and you just keep going. Manage your money, make sure that you're not overspending, but also spend the money that you need to spend. Take a good hard look at how you're making sure that you have a routine and that you're focused on a daily to-do list, and pick up that phone, say yes to that meeting, make the steps necessary that you need to with what you've created and how you've brought it out into the marketplace in some way that is absolutely the way that you want to live your life moving forward for a pretty long chunk of time. Keep going. And if I could stop there and say, good job, guys, I would. However, there is this one point that I need to add to your May experience, and that is the 6 frequency. 1 + 5 is 6. So your 2 pin is going to be in tight relationship with the 6 energy. And the 6 energy is all about family. It is the visionary, clearly, and it is also ruled by a higher spiritual law of acceptance. And acceptance means nothing is perfect. There is perfection in imperfection. And our communities and our people and our relationships and our lives that make up our lives, the support system underneath it all, is up for you this month. That on the surface, the easy part of this is taking care of these people that need your help, that you love. Might be that your grandma is calling because she needs a ride to the ophthalmologist. You say yes. Or a friend down the street is in need of fur baby care because they have an emergency that they have to run out of town for a second. Anything. Helping somebody move. That's another one. Anything. Anything that sits here around tending, loving, hugging, being of support to your family. Family of origin, family of choice. That is something you definitely can say, yes, I can add that to my schedule. I will say yes with a willing heart. I will give what I can. I will tuck it in there. Got it, Chris. Now, what's also sitting in May, because of the 6-5 coupling, is the need to have a look at some key relationships that have been, in a way, ignored. In family, what we tend to do usually is we take things for granted, right? Because, yeah, they're going to be there, and we take it for granted. And so there might be some unresolved places that need to be revisited. This is going to come up this month, whether you wanted to or not. Something is going to bring this to the forefront, and it's not just a one-time deal. It's a handful time deal. There's multiple experiences, not just with one person. Usually it's a few. And what are you going to do? This warning that I'm going to very gently lay down is that with the 185 frequency that you're in, and everything inside of this month is this year is so all about you. Yay. It doesn't happen all that often, right? It happens definitely in the 1 and the 4 and the 8. That's 3 years out of a 9-year cycle. So you're feeling you want to be selfish. You're already so busy. You don't have time for this. That's where I'm going to stop you and say, let's just back this up a little bit. I'm uploading this early so I can get this to you now, and you can think about, because you know who I'm talking about, right? You know exactly who I'm talking about in your life. What do you want moving forward? How do you want it to move forward? And knowing that this is coming in as an opportunity for you to either make things in better working order, or no, I'm actually really done. But you do have to think about this, because, gosh, I have a couple things running through my head. One of the foundational pieces in a relationship is communication. And one thing that the 5 energy doesn't really like to do is communicate. It wants to be free. It's based in freedom, free. Don't fence me in, don't box me in, don't tell me what to do, I gotta go. But it's also, its higher principle, spiritual principle, is based in discipline. So here you have something for you to think about. And I'm just gonna suggest that in these conversations, you put on your listening skill hat and stay as far away from the, oh yeah, but what about me? Oh yeah, stay away from the blame and the shame and the back and forth, blame, shame fest. Just stay away from that and go into neutral and go into listener. The 2 frequency is all about diplomacy and brokering middle grounds. And 2 energy is very close to 6 energy. They know each other very well. They come from the same clan. They know each other's quirks and superpowers and all that kind of stuff. So you kind of have to lean into your diplomat and your listening skills. Knowing, it's really super helpful to know what you want moving forward. And so what needs to be resolved and how are you going to resolve it? And, it's not a one and done conversation, but really what you're doing, if you choose to resolve it, let me move in this direction. If you're like, yeah, I need a beat, I need a minute, I'm ready to, you see what I'm doing with my body. I'm ready for this. I'm going to lean in, I'm going to be present, I'm right here. I want forward movement. I want this relationship in my life. Okay. First conversation, just have that intention be that you're just laying the groundwork, and let that be there. And say so clearly, listen, I know that we haven't put in the time, and I'm really sorry about that. I want to put in the time now. Let's just start, let's have some conversations. I want to listen to you and I want to hear what you have to say. Okay? Start. Just start. That is the only suggestion that I have for you about that. And I'm looking at if there's anything I'm missing here, because this is really kind of it. The only thing I'm going to say to you also about cash flow is there is money that's going to be coming in this month. Absolutely. But you do want to manage the in out of your bank account. So just keep an eye on that. Have that disciplined structure. It doesn't mean don't spend money, because you actually need to spend money on what it is that you're doing right now. Just try to keep the financial aspect in check, and most of it going out to your chosen bogey and target of your global domination takeover plan in your one pin, all right? And a little bit for yourself, but money is going to be coming in. So outside of that, I'm going to say keep a disciplined structure. If I'm going to nutshell this, keep yourself open and fluid and excited and optimistic. Keep your self-esteem really high. Know your value, your worth, your self-esteem, your belief in what you're doing. Go out there and, and boldly move forward and conquer. And at the same time, be mindful of community and these relationships that it makes up our life. And make a decision before you go in to May. All right, you guys, you can always find me over at 12listen if you want to have a reading with me. 12listen.com. I have it in the write-up for this pin as well. And until June, guys, hang in there and good luck.